So here we go, taking off the key and clip for the Y-UY95 Logitech wired keyboard. I'm just going to take out the K here right in the middle of the board. Very easy to lift up one side of the clip. It's held on by two sets of two clips on the back of the key. Pretty obvious when you take it off. Now the clip itself, I'm cheating here because I know exactly how to do it. This took me a lot longer the first time. But you just push the key to one side. If it doesn't come up that way, using your miniature screwdriver, it'll only move one way. In this case, in most cases, it moves to the right. There are a few that have the clips flipped. Now, as you can see, this is the perfect example here. You've got a small hole on this side and a large hole on this side. Depending how you move the clip around, you can, believe it or not, change the size of these clips. That's how the clip stays in place on the board. When you're putting them on, you need to have the big side open, and the small side obviously will close itself off. Now putting it back on, always the small side first. This was the mistake I made when I first started. I thought large clip or large hole goes on first. Nope. Very easy, you don't even need a screwdriver to do this. Let's pop it off so you can see it again. So clip this way, just let it fall. And doing this one-handed is not easy. So just like that, let it fall, wiggle it back into place, and it will hold itself. Putting the key on does take some practice and eye-hand coordination, and it's generally a pain in the butt, but not horribly difficult. You're not going to hurt the key. The keys are very robust. The clips on the back are very difficult to damage, especially against the soft plastic like the clips are. So you just lean down a bit, try to get it to catch. It'll be relatively obvious where the clips on the back of the key go. Must be relatively obvious when you get the key attached on one side. And that sounded good, but there we go. So that you can tell that's in there. Flip it around. Now if you push it straight down, you'll never get it to connect. You have to push back in the direction that you first clipped. You can't go this way or else it'll never go. Gotta be, I clipped this side first, therefore you pull back, clip down, and you can tell it just made a very nice snapping noise right off the bat. And there it is. The key, if it was a replacement on there, it would be working right now just fine. Stay in tune for the K800 Wireless Logitech keyboard key clip replacement. So here we go, taking off the key and clip for the K800 Wireless Logitech keyboard. This one is a little bit more difficult to take off the clip than the other one, but it's definitely a lot easier to put on over the wired version of the Logitech Illuminated board. Now here you definitely need a small flathead screwdriver. Nail file will work, but it's not as well. It's going to be difficult to see, but you just go underneath the key and you look for the side of the clip and you pry it up from the keyboard. Ideally, go bottom, top, and as you can tell, it came off relatively easily. You hear that rattling? That's the keys. Nice sliding apart. There's the clip there, scissor clip. To replace that, throw it on the keyboard. That's fine. Okay, I use my fingers to do it. It is easier, probably better to use the screwdriver as well. You've got it out, so might as well keep using it. It doesn't really matter tremendously. As you can tell, it's got the two small hole or two holes close together, there and there. These ones down here are a bit wider apart. You look at the back of a key and you can tell right off the bat whether it's upside down or right side up. This goes back in like this, snap snap, and done. Very easy to swap out the clips on these, only marginally more difficult to get it in place, but when I say marginally, well, obviously not much of a difficulty at all. The problem is definitely in getting the clip off the board. Using one here with the key already removed, I'll just show you again. Pry to the side, pop. Actually the top came off just nice and easily that time. Okay. And then with the key on top, it's just a matter of finding the right placement and down it goes. The last video I'm going to do today is going over the USB connection on the K800 Wireless Logitech keyboard. This should look familiar to all of you. It's what came in the box. It is, quite to be blunt, a pretty horrible design. Reasons for that. Now I've just got it kind of suspended here on my toolbox, so it's not going to be powered. You're not going to see any lights going on. But the fundamental problems with the one that comes with it is if you're a lap typer, obviously it's sticking out the back, it's rather inconvenient. Also, if you wake up like I do, which is not well, you grab that board, you forget that it's attached, and you're either going to damage the internals or, like I have, tear apart one of these USB cables that are not tremendously well made. The last thing, of course, if you put it down and bang, this is how I wrecked mine. I smacked it on the edge of my desk and bent the pins, and fortunately I sell parts to these Logitechs, therefore I had a couple of these laying around, but since it took me about a week for that to happen, I knew that it was a problem that needed to be solved. So I saw these. These are fantastic. It's a little, 3-inch cable, right angle plug. Goes in the same as the one from Logitech. Now all of a sudden, being a lap typer doesn't matter. This thing doesn't stick out. It dangles a little bit, but you're not even going to notice that. It's really not that big a deal. If you do want to take it out, obviously, there you go. You saw the difficulty I had in putting it in and taking it out. It's a very firm fit, which is certainly not a bad thing. It's not going to fall out by accident, and just a lot more secure. Now this is a 3-foot extension. I also have 6-foot extensions. This would be how you charge it. And doing this one-handed is never easy. There we go. So what you do is you just support that under something and just have this laying on the desk when you're done for the night. Just plug it in and walk away. Sorry for the shaky camera. Again, it's doing everything one-handed is certainly not easy. Now, I mentioned before that I don't wake up well. Most mornings, I don't have to, because I've changed the batteries, and there's another tip, change the batteries. Take out whatever Logitech gave you and put in better ones that last at least 2,500 milliamp hours. Then you only need to charge it once every 2 to 3 days instead of every night. Now, coming home, waking up, coming downstairs, grabbing the keyboard, going, no damage to the port. It just popped out, as you can tell. Simple A to B connection. You're not going to do damage to the keyboard. These things are meant to come apart. You're not going to do damage to this at all. It just pops. So then you say, oh, forgot to take that out, and you have done absolutely no damage to any part. So that is a huge, huge upgrade over what Logitech gives you. These are available on my profile, Viridel, VIRIDEL75 on eBay at a very reasonable price. Hope you go check it out. Thank you.